What's up, guys? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African Superstar. Good evening. It is Friday night here in Accra, Ghana, TGIF. Big shout out to the family. I thought I would do a Q&A session today because I have a lot of new viewers and a lot of them don't know my background and my history, and they're asking so many questions, and obviously I'm rebuilding this channel, so I will have to do a lot of content to kind of give context and background. So today we can do question and answer. Okay, big shout outs. I see the family filing in. Please make sure you like the video. You may not be able to see it, but it doesn't really matter, because if you're on code, you just hit the likes anyway, and that's what's up. I see quite a few of you here. It's question answer tonight. So some of you guys are new to my platform. You don't know a lot about me. This is not my first go round on the YouTube community. I previously had a larger platform that got shut down, over 11,000 subscribers. Basically, I'm controversial in a sense that I promote our people to be great. And I promote our people to stop being the victims of the West and explore options here on the continent where I live in Accra, Ghana. So that kind of message is very, very controversial, okay? Because that's definitely not what we are groomed to do in the West or talk about. We are fed inclusion and diversity, and there's a lot of things that we're not meant to question and kind of go along, and all those things are breaking us down. Those things are not in the best interest of our community. So here on YouTube, I talk about things that can strengthen you as an individual and strengthen us as a whole. And it has a lot to do with, being a collective, returning to your roots, trying alternative options. Living in America, living in the UK, living in Europe, Australia, Canada, wherever you are in the West are not the only options, especially if you don't like it. Okay, if you aren't happy there and you're not progressing there, there's no mandate that you stay there. Now, in the coming days, it may get more and more difficult for you to travel. You see, that's something that has been a development throughout coronavirus. Is they're trying to make it considerably more expensive and difficult to travel. And in my opinion, these things will continue. We are getting like warning signs of what's to come. Okay. So, and also as the demand on the continent goes up, so will the cost of traveling here, living here, property, and so on and so forth. It really behooves you to take advantage of it now. So yeah, I'm here on YouTube today. Today is question and answer. Okay. So if you're here in the live stream and you've had questions for me, you're new to my platform, you don't know a lot about me, let me just give you a brief introduction. So again, I am Gina Ifoe. I'm the African Superstar. This is me, okay? I have a clothing brand that is available at my website, theafricansuperstar.com. I'm actually wearing one of my shirts right now. And basically, I promote our people. I'm B1 all day. I'm Pan-African all day. I migrated from America. I lived in the UK for a few years, and now I live here in Ghana. And I absolutely love it here in Ghana. There's no other place that I want to be. Sometimes people even encourage me, oh, Jen, you need to travel around Ghana. Eventually, I will, but I just love the life that I'm living. So I'm very comfortable here. So big shout out to the African Superstar family. I see you guys coming in the room. Please hit the likes. If you can't see them, it doesn't really matter. Just hit the likes, okay? And make sure that you're also subscribed to our channel if you have not yet. But I assume most of you guys are going to be family members that are subscribed. What's up, Jason? I see you there, brother. Big shout outs to you. What's up, Evergreen? What's up, Karen? Hello, guys. Good evening to you, or afternoon, wherever you are. It's in Ghana. It's about 9 p.m., almost 9 p.m. Okay, so big shout outs to all of you viewing me tonight. What's up, Karen? I see you there. What's up? Meet the Ados. Bishop, we got our Ghana folk in the building. Lots of our Ghanaian family members are here. Thank you, guys. What's up? Prince Ayoko. Big shout out to you bringing some of the. Is that the Dagomba? I don't know. I see you. I think that might be that Dagomba. Prince Ayoko is in northern Ghana, and they have, obviously their own languages up there. So big shout outs to Prince Ayoko. What's up, Dark Spear? Big shout outs to Dark Spear. Dark Spear is a longtime viewer of our platform here. And he's actually the first person that sent in a video for the Our Superstar hashtag. Guys, hello, disclaimer. Our Superstar, where are your videos? Okay, we have 4 people that have submitted currently. And currently Eternal Blossom is in the comfortable lead, as we say here in Ghana. So obviously I'm running a contest for anyone who submits a video talking about how much they love our platform, what it means to them, how they like the AfrikanSuperstar.com, 2 to 3 minutes. And the video will go here on the channel, and the video with the most views on June 26th, which is my birthday, will win a $100 cash prize and also a free backpack from the AfrikanSuperstar.com. So Dark Spear kicked it off. Much love to you, brother. Thank you for stopping by today. What's up, Anonymous? Hello. Anonymous is mentioning our mission statement of this channel, which is strategy, maturity, and patience, SMP. So when you see people in the chat room shouting that out, that is what they're talking about. Strategy, maturity, and patience. So tonight's Q&A. All right. So some of you guys know me. I know some of the names are familiar. Some of you don't know me. If you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so if you don't know me by now, this is your opportunity to ask some questions live with the Afrikan Superstar, okay? So please, please don't be shy. This is your moment. Okay, some of you guys will be trying to get in the comments later. I may or may not answer. I don't know. But I'm here for your questions at the moment. Big shout outs. What's up? Watching the Hawks. I see you there. Blind guy, his life, their wife. Big shout outs to the family. What a wonderful moderator they are to our channel. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you. So what's up? Yes, 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 yes. As Jason mentions, that Africa supplies the planet. It is definitive. So, again, a little bit back to my history. Hello, good evening, Stacy. How are you? Big shout outs to my friend here. Also in Accra, Ghana. Big shout outs to her. Thank you for stopping by. So, again, just in short, I previously lived in America. I really got fed up with it. And I moved to the UK. And then I think by the time I moved to the UK, I was just really tired of Western lifestyle. I definitely would say that the UK was like an improvement over living in America. But I was just tired. I was already fried out. I was already over 30. I was just like, look, I'm ready to chill, And then the weather. The weather was pretty harsh on me in the UK. I developed a skin condition. I didn't have a great social life, and I just was really not satisfied with how my everyday life was going out there. It's really work oriented, and quite frankly, I just like being around Black people. Can I just say that? Can I just be 100%? I just like being around Black people. I'm tired of white people. So I'm tired. So I want to be around my people. Okay, so question and answers tonight, guys. Go ahead and put your questions in the chat and I will answer the questions. Prince Ayoko says, how do you deal with the traffic and crowd at Accra? Well, obviously, Prince Ayoko, I don't drive. Okay, so I utilize Uber and Bolt, which is another car service here. I know they have Bolt in Europe, but I don't know if they have it in America. And so, I chill. I'd be in the back, listening to music, taking a nap, watching the sights. I don't really have to go through too much stress with the traffic. I kind of compensate if I know I have somewhere to be. And depending on, like, if it's morning time, I try to leave at least an hour before I need to go. In the evenings, it's really, it's not too bad. Fortunately, for where I live, I'm kind of centrally located. I have a lot of things in my community, that are easily accessible, like the grocery store I go to, a lot of the restaurants I go to, nightlife, my gym, those things. A lot of those things are even in walking distance for me here in East Legon, which is where I live. So the traffic, it doesn't really bother me. And then also I'd say I attribute it to big city living. I don't care what big city you go to. For instance, when I lived in the UK, I lived outside of London, but I knew, okay, when you go to London, it's going to be traffic. So it's just part of being here. It's not really, I think people that drive, it's probably more tedious because obviously you're driving, you got to pay attention. You got to stay awake. You got to be alert. It can be a lot. Traffic is quite interesting here in Accra, but yeah, it's not a major problem. Big shout out to Prince Ayoko. Today is question and answer today. What's up, Mr. Hillary? I see you there. What's up, family? Thank you guys for being here today. What's up, Jolie? I see you there, sweetheart. Big shout outs. What up? Prince Ayoko asked, have I ever used a trotro? That's really funny. I've only actually used a trotro with Thai Inspire. Big shout outs to some of our mutual viewers. Thai Inspire is another YouTube content creator here and a dear friend of mine. She's much more familiar with the trotro, so I've taken them a few times when we've been together because normally we meet up, we go to the market, and we take trotros. As far as me taking them independently, no, I haven't. Trotros are a form of public transportation here. For those of you that are not familiar with what they are, they're called different names, different places. I know, for instance, in Kenya, they're called mutatus. And basically it's like a van, and it's different than how we're used to public transportation in the West, obviously, because in the West it'll have a more organized kind of system. But basically, these trotros will go to a lot of the popular areas of town, the markets, and things like that, and you kind of got to learn your way of how to navigate them. But they're quite inexpensive. Usually, they can cost maybe like 2 CDs or things like that, which is, quite cheap. It can take a long time though, maybe for you to get to your destinations because they're making a lot of stops along the way, to wherever you're heading. So yeah, I have taken a trotro probably less than 5 times since I've been here in Ghana, to be honest, and always with someone, not on my own, on my own. No, I have not. What's up, guys? Question and answers tonight. What questions do you guys have for me? Evergreen says, what do you think about Ghanaian food and what is your favorite? Great question, Evergreen. I love Ghanaian food. Big shout outs to my Ghana folk, Medo Ghana folk. I've been having Ghanaian food for quite a long time. I got involved with the Ghanaian community when I lived back in Ohio, basically, as far back as like 2001 is when I really started associating heavily with them. When I went to university, I made some Ghanaian friends, and, that's kind of been history. Some of my favorite foods include garden egg stew and yam. I love tilapia and banku, jollof, of course, kelewele, shito. Those are some I like. I had some oil rice and sardines when I went to Kumasi. Big shout outs to our Kumericans. So yeah, I've had a handful. Some people ask me, do I like fufu? I'm not a big fan of fufu. I do like some of the other stews. like what is it? The palm nut stew that with the rice balls. I've had light soup, of course. Pepper soup is really hot. So I don't, I mean, I don't mind pepper, but pepper soup is, I mean, it's in the names. It's really quite hot. Not too crazy about kenkey. And I'm always, I'm open to try new things and things like that. I'm a very regimental kind of person. So once I have my favorites, I just always rock with that. But sometimes I will try some new things and whatnot. So those are some of my favorite Ghanaian dishes. So that was a really good question, Evergreen. Big shout outs. What's up, guys? If you're here in the room, don't be shy. You can ask questions. Prince Ayoko, man, of course I've been to Makola Market. Makola Market is the largest market here in Accra. It's a massive open air market. Some of you guys on the channel may have actually seen my video. I did a video at Makola Market probably about 2 weeks ago. I actually went all by myself. So normally, like I mentioned, I go with Ty Inspire, who is another YouTuber here. We've also gone down there with my sister before. I've also been down there with Nappy Briggs, another YouTuber as well. So, at this point, I say I feel more comfortable heading out by myself. The first time I went to Makola Market, I was just like, oh my God, this market is massive and it's huge. I mean, I don't even know how many city blocks it is. It's just so big, so many people, probably thousands of people in an area at the Makola Market. So yes, I have been there several times. That's actually where I got my kente cloth. So you guys know I love kente, so that's what I tend to go to Makola for, is kente. Or sometimes I'll just go with Ty Inspire if she's heading down there. It's quite exciting. So yes, I have been to Makola Market several times. Evergreen, I have not returned. Evergreen is referring to my video that I did at Makola Market. So actually, when the last time I went to Makola Market, which was probably about maybe 3 weeks ago, I was going for a new kente cloth. And basically, I had seen Ya Asantewa, which is the Queen Mother, down in Kumasi. She had this like beautiful kente, which was white, and it had all these different Adinkra symbols on it, different colors. So I was wanting something similar to that kind of kente. And I actually found a nice cloth, but it was only 3 feet. And the normal cloths will be at least 4 for ladies, at least 4 feet. So it was not going to be long enough for me to wear, because I actually like to wear the cloth in its entirety. Sometimes people make outfits and all that, but I like to wear my kente, like how the kings wear it, over your shoulder, the whole cloth. So I have not been back to Makola Market since. I probably might go next week. I'm probably going to try to go with Ty Inspire again because she also needs to get some fabrics down there. But after my video that I prepared, I have not been back to Makola Market. So big shout outs to the Afrikan Superstar family. Okay, Stacy says, what is your least favorite thing I've encountered being in Ghana? I would say probably the immigration office. I had to go to the immigration office multiple times to get my resident permit. And, basically there was like a confusion of what the requirements were. So when I went down initially, I had everything prepared to how, apparently there's been some recent changes, okay, with the immigration, with the resident permit. So when I went down there, they were in the middle of it. So some people are saying, oh, you need this, and other people are saying, oh, you need that. Sometimes there's just like communication, issues of different things, and you may have to go back and forth. Obviously, Stacy's here with me in Accra. She runs a business here, so she knows sometimes, getting certain things accomplished, it can be a ongoing process. It may not be as simple as, okay, I go here and I get it done straight away. Sometimes you can, but sometimes it can be a long process. So ultimately, to get my resident permit, it took me going down there 3 times. And when I went down there, it was an all-day thing. That's one thing I would tell any of you that are handling business here in Accra. If you have several things you want to do, probably just map out to get one thing done in a day. Because between the traffic and maybe the ups and downs of the situation, you may, it may be tight to try to do multiple things on the same day. So I usually, when I have something on, I just kind of clear my schedule to get that done. So I would say that's probably the least favorite thing. Also, a lot of questions from the locals, a lot of very redundant questions from the locals. Our people here are completely unaware of the reality of living in the West, and they really romanticize going out there. And so those of us that are here from the diaspora, we get repetitive questions. Why did you come here? When we start to express to them, people, it's like they can't receive it. It's like they don't want to receive what we're telling them about the hostility out there and some of the negative things about being out there, so that redundancy and people not being able to kind of process what I'm telling them, I would say those have been the most difficult things that I've encountered so far. But I think those are kind of minor, really. And because I have been coming to Ghana for years, I already kind of mentally prepared myself. I think when you come here and you get frustrated over normal processes here, you're just going to frustrate yourself. If I went to the immigration office and I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been here for 2 hours, I would be frustrating myself because that's the way it is. That's the way it's done currently. So I think the realistic expectation has also helped me to not be so frustrated about normal life here in Ghana. So big shout out, Stacy. That was a good question. What's up? What's up? What's up? Here comes Mr. Hillary with this complex question. But this is Q&A. I got to answer, y'all. Mr. Hillary says, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you have plans to at least acquire rural land for sustainable agriculture and eco-inclusive park for Black folks in Ghana? Big shout outs to Mr. Hillary. What I would tell you about this, Mr. Hillary, is I kind of learned several years ago to not think too far in the future. I am someone who loves to plan a lot, but my plans be getting messed up sometimes. Okay. And I have to kind of recalibrate. It is my intention to own land here in Ghana. I actually would like to own some land in the Aburi area. So any of you guys that are familiar with Ghana or live here, that is a mountain area. It has fantastic views. It's quite cool up there because of the breeze, and it's really beautiful. I would like to purchase a land there, and I would like to build my, obviously, luxury house with the pool up there on the mountain. Now, I have to generate the funds. My original plan before I came to the continent was that I would have that capital, acquire that capital from outside, and then use it here. But the way things unfolded, that would have required me staying in the West much longer, and I didn't want to anymore. So my goals were, okay, you got to come to the continent and you kind of have to raise the capital some kind of way. So that is the stage that I'm at right now. Prospectively, I would like to get the process started sometime during 2022, at least maybe be able to get a land and, start that, hopefully can generate the capital. I've had a lot of setbacks, one of the primary ways that I would, the proceeds of my YouTube channel, for instance, was going into my land project. So with them shutting down my first platform, that has been something that I totally never anticipated. So, I do want to get land for residential. I am also interested in agriculture. I have, interest in a land out in Volta region, actually. There's a video that Nappy Briggs provided about a man out in the Volta region named Moses, who, you know, you can lease land for him very inexpensively. He does cassava farming and things like that. But again, with, you know, my channel going down, I've had to kind of suspend the other projects at the moment and regroup and focus on getting this, you know, back to where it was so that I can continue to use the proceeds in my other projects. I have ongoing projects currently. So I hope that answered your question. So in the next 5 years, I see myself most, you know, most importantly, Black lovers stay single. Huh? What? With one of these chocolate, you know, beautiful men here in Ghana, living my best life. Okay. An extension of how I'm living in 2021. So yeah, I do see myself doing very well here on the continent. I have the tenacity, and I'm here at a very, very electric time. This is the time for me to be here. You know, in 5 or 10 years, if you haven't made your way to the continent and this is your objective, it will be more expensive. It may be more competitive to get an edge. Those of us that are here right now, we have an advantage. Ghana is developing rapidly. So, you know, I'm in the right place at the right time. You know, I just have to keep pushing towards the mark. So yeah, those are some of my plans for the next 5 years. So big shout out, Mr. Hillary. What's up, family? Oh my God. See, guys, you know, I don't do these shows often, but y'all funny. Big shout outs to Bernard. Bernard has asked the infamous question: did you find yourself a Ghanaian husband already? Well, Mr. Bernard, I know you're new to my channel, so I actually prepared a video about this. I moved to Ghana because I love Ghana. I didn't have you know, an engagement or anything like that before I came down. I've dated a few gentlemen. Unfortunately, those situations didn't work out. With my most recent relationship, I was dating a gentleman named Mr. Fifi who moved to the UK in January. So we were actually doing videos here on YouTube under a channel called Love on the Continent. And, you know, Fifi and I were very compatible. And obviously I was hoping it would go that way. And, you know, he was talking those kind of things. And then, you know, it was a complex situation, but ultimately he had to move to the UK. And I've decided, you know, I've chosen to be here in Ghana. I don't want to be back in the West. So back on the drawing board. Yeah, so no, I'm not married. No, I don't have children. But obviously those things, you know, we hope for the best. Yame Beye. Okay, we hope for the best. But yes, no, I don't have a Ghanaian husband yet. Okay? No wedding ring. Okay? So make no mistake. When that day comes, make no mistake. That day is probably going to be the biggest flex I can see on the horizon. I like flexing sometimes, but that day in particular, yeah. So yes. Okay, guys, what's up, everybody? I'm reading through your questions. Prince Ayoka is asking if I've ever had chofi. I think I've had it once. That's turkey, right? Yes, I have actually had chofi. I had it at a place, a beach bar called Tawala, actually, and it was really, really good. So yes, I did have chofi. Actually, I had chofi with Joseph Mayer. Joseph Mayer is the first gentleman I was dating here in Ghana. He took me to there, and I had chofi with him. So it was really good. I have had chofi. All right. Jolie is asking, how was adjusting to the way laundry is done? That's a good question, Jolie, and it's kind of funny. So actually, I have been hand washing my clothes for years. I started back in Ohio. At the time, I had a lot of delicate kind of clothes. Like I used to, you know, wear very expensive clothes, silks, and, you know, these kind of things. And I felt that the washer was kind of like a bit harsh on them. So I got very accustomed to washing my clothes, and I felt that it was more industrious. Like, I like using my hands. I don't like being reliant on technology. So I've been hand washing my clothes for a long time. Also, in the UK, I had a washing machine, but we still would drip dry the clothes in the UK. So coming to Ghana, it's really not a big deal. I've already been doing it for some years. Now, for some of you guys that use washers and dryers, it will be an adjustment for you. Maybe I recommend start trying to learn how to hand wash clothes if you're planning on migrating here to the continent. I mean, people do have washers here. You can get washers. I don't think it's very common at all to have dryers. Because it's sunny here and it's hot here, it's the same in the Caribbean. I know my mother's from Bermuda, and my family members there do the same thing. They a lot of them have washers in their house, but then they just put the clothes out to dry. And actually, the sun dries the clothes really nice. They'll be really nice and dry, and sometimes that sun smell will just be so nice on the clothes. I know, sometimes when you have a dryer, you got to run it multiple times, especially with big items like duvets or bedding or towels or sweatpants or stuff like that. So yeah, it wasn't a big deal for me. I'm big, obviously. Jolie, she's been with us for a while. I'm very big on being proactive. So when you're preparing to do something, you need to ready yourself for that. And I think if you start preparing, for instance, like something like this, you're going to move to Ghana or the continent, and that's a part of their lifestyle. Acclimating yourself before you get here will help you with the culture shock, because it won't be a big deal. It won't be a big deal. So yeah, it's not that big, a deal for me. And I quite enjoy it, actually. I actually really enjoy hand washing my clothes. I feel like I'm being so much more productive. So yeah, big shout out to Jolie with her question. What's up, family? Let's see here. Blind Guy, his wife, their life asks, have you explored other regions of Ghana much, and are you open to living in any other regions of Ghana? Very good question. Thank you for that, Laquita. I have been to Kumasi so far. I've also briefly just been to Cape Coast for a video shoot. And apart from that, no, I have not been to the other places. I will eventually get to it. But to be quite honest, I'm very, very happy and comfortable here in Accra. So it hasn't really been a pressing, thing for me. Realistically, I can't really say if I'd like to live other places, but I think kind of for my lifestyle and my aspirations, Accra is the place to be. I'm not a village girl. No disrespect to village life. There's a lot of positives to village life, but that's not the lifestyle that I'm looking to enjoy. So I think probably more realistically, I will remain in the Accra area, for the duration. I don't mind traveling to other places. I definitely want to get to Tamale. I want to go to Takoradi. I want to go to the Volta region. I've heard it's, very beautiful there, stuff like that. I mean, Ghana has a lot of exciting things to offer. Waterfalls and, history and fun things. I mean, there's even, like a resort called Aqua Safari. It's quite popular. A lot of people go to Aqua Safari, stuff like that. So yeah, I do intend at a point, maybe, I can't tell you when. I can't tell you when. People have been inviting me. I have a very, very good friend that is from Tamale and has been, trying to get me to Tamale for several months. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna get around to it. I just haven't got around to it. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned at this time, it's gonna be Accra, for me. I mean, I just love my lifestyle here. And you know, the like I talked about earlier in this broadcast, the land that I want to buy, it's also in Accra. It's in Accra. It's not, you know, it's Accra is like maybe 30-45 minutes away from like central Accra. So it's great because it's still kind of convenient, but it's still quiet, and you know, there's not a lot of traffic up on the mountain and stuff like that. So yeah. So big shout out to you. Thank you guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Mr. Amara, I see you there. How are you? What's up? 886. Hi. Good to see you. How are you doing? Dreamy Tropical Travel says, how have you found meeting and making friends with native Ghanaians? What venues have you been able to meet new people, organization wise? So basically, my relationship with Ghana started a long time before I even moved here. So because of those networks that I created, they introduced me to a lot of people here. A lot of the people that I fraternize on a regular basis, some of them I've connected through YouTube. In regards to Ghanaians, I've met a few of them since I've been here, just coming and going. I have a good friend named Amma. She works at a shop that's on the way to my gym. And one day I stopped at the shop and I was talking to her about the clothes that were there, and I got a custom dress made there, and we became friends and exchanged numbers, and she's really, really sweet. I also made another friend named Nellie who goes to my gym. So she's one of my workout partners. I met, you know, some gentlemen that I've gone out with, and you know, just for fun. And then, I mean, like I said, I'm a YouTuber. You know, I won't lie to you about the fact that I have a platform, I have a presence on social media. I've been able to connect with a lot of people that way. I've been able to connect with a lot of members of the diaspora. You know, Sankofa Repatriation is a very good friend of mine. I see her often. Thai Inspire is a good friend of mine. I see her often. Lalit, she is also a very good friend. I connected with her through YouTube. Her mother and I actually worked together in Ohio. And she said, you know what, my daughter's moving to Ghana. And it was just like perfect. So, you know, but I think when it comes to making friends, you have to kind of show yourself friendly. That's something I could tell the diaspora. People are not going to, you know, pursue you for friendship, perspectively. You kind of have to be open. And because I have already familiarized myself with a lot of aspects of the Ghanaian culture, I'm quite abreast. You know, I speak a little bit of the language. I know the music. I eat the food. You know, I've traveled here, kind of know my way around. So those things, you know, makes it easier also for me to integrate. So yeah, I mean, and for the ladies, I mean, let's just keep it 100. If you start dating a Ghanaian, that will open up doors for you, you know, his family, his friends. He'll take you around, he'll acclimate you. So, you know, I have been dating Ghanaian gentlemen. They have also introduced me to people and things like that. So, you know, hope I answered your question. Now, in regards to organizations, I'm not really part of any organizations in particular. The organizations I've kind of been made aware of, they are diasporan. And I'm really big on, I want to integrate with Ghanaians. You know, I don't want to be here and kind of be clicked up and isolated with, you know, just other people from the diaspora, because that kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm not really involved in any organization per se, you know. But I mean, there's a lot of that stuff going on. So if you are someone and you want to kind of connect with others that maybe are from the States living here or whatnot, that, you know, that's all available. I would say you can start by utilizing social media. It's a great medium. Watch different Ghanaian YouTubers. You know, that will give you insight into what's happening in the community, maybe events that are happening. I have a couple WhatsApp groups that keep me updated on, oh, you know, this program is happening, this party's happening, somebody's doing food, you know, and that kind of thing. So yeah, hope I answered your question. Big shout outs. What's up, guys? Make sure you hit the likes if you're here. Today's question and answer. Okay, this is your time to ask me questions. A lot of great questions in the chat room. What's up, Lorne? I see you there. Let's see here. Yes, Lorne asked, do I plan to buy land in Ghana? Yeah, I talked about that before you got in here, but yes, I do want to buy land, but I have to raise the capital. So I have to, raise capital via business before I can do the land. But yes, I do hope to get in on that. What's up, Tino? What's up? What's up, family? Lovely is asking, how would I go about offering services to businesses there on the continent? I could email if I could get a list of clinics, hospitals, and offices. Lovely, I mean, you're gonna have to do your groundwork, babe. You're gonna have to do your groundwork. You would probably, because the way things are done here, primarily on the continent, everything is socially oriented. They're not quite as based on technology as we're accustomed in the West. You can be emailing people in their DMs and stuff and not get any response. I would say if you're trying to do business, it will probably be better for you physically to go to places. If you have services, introduce yourself, maybe drop off your business card and give them some kind of interaction. Because if you're just hitting their email box, I don't know if they will respond. Some people will, some people won't. Now, in terms of if there's a list of these kind of things, I don't know. I have not even investigated this kind of process. So I would probably say you need to kind of do your legwork. What you can do, if I don't know what products you have to offer, but you can probably Google, if you're looking for hospitals, you can just Google on, online, hospitals in Accra, hospitals in Cape Coast or wherever you're going to be. And it will give you a list of hospitals, and that's where you can start. Get in touch with their, marketing department or HR or whatever. You can try to call them and see how it goes. But I'd say everything that I've done significantly here since I moved to Ghana, I've done it in person, because I have had the experience that sometimes you go online and the information is not updated. Sometimes the business is closed when it says it's open. Sometimes the phone numbers are not correct. Sometimes people don't respond to emails, so I kind of just of the thinking that I should, physically maybe try to do what I need to do. So that's what I could recommend for you to get started. So yeah, definitely, if you are not here in Ghana and you can't physically go to the businesses now, at least you can compile your own list by going on Google and looking for what you're looking for. I don't know what kind of products you sell, but obviously you're asking for clinics, hospitals, and offices. So you can, use what you can find online and kind of start with that. And then when you get here on the continent, you can start to reach out to those businesses. What's up? What's up? What's up, family? Mr. Hillary is asking me, do you prefer everything of convenience as technology or not as much convenience in doing things? I'm not bothered by physically doing stuff. I think, again, I mentioned it earlier, dependence on technology, I try to avoid that. I want to be able to do a lot of things on my own independently than technology. And furthermore, we know the more you utilize technology, they're surveilling you, they're keeping track of all your movements, they're keeping track of how you use your money. So when you actually physically do things, that's off the grid per se. And I like physically doing things, which is why I don't necessarily mind Ghana. I don't necessarily mind the fact that, everything's not courier and you order this and you order that. You're going to go out to the shops. You're going to interact with people. You're going to have to, be social. I like all that stuff because I don't like, for instance, what has become in the West where people are now so socially inept and they don't know how to do things because they're very dependent on technology. So yeah, I don't mind, facilitating my own matters. I don't mind. And also, you know, quite frankly, that's how you build networks. You know, you're here on the continent, you need to meet people, you need to interact with people. You know, if you're sitting behind your computer and trying to do everything through emails and trying to do everything, have everything ordered to your house, you're not going to meet new friends. And so when you come here, you got to, you know, get yourself out there and begin to interact with your community. You know, so that's what I think about that. Prince Ioga trying to also get me to up in Somali. 886 is asking me, have I ever cooked on a 3-stone fireside? No, I have not. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know, the life that I live most days, people are serving me. So I'm not doing a lot of that right here, right now. Okay. So no, I have not cooked on a 3-stone fire. Okay. Lovely says, do you have any suggestions for those of us who don't have the money to set up big businesses? I have ideas for online hustles, but wondered about viable opportunities for small businesses. Kind of to go back to your previous question, you need to start somewhere. The only advice I can give a lot of you when it comes to the continent is you need to come here. You know, you can't get around it. And it's really unwise to try to strategize starting businesses without even understanding the population, the market, cultural norms, you know, all these kind of things. And you can't do that from a distance. You need to come here and understand. And I know, for instance, like when I first went to Kenya, that's when the spark for the AfrikanSuperstar.com was built. I think had I never gone there, I may not have had that idea because it's not something I've had my whole life. You know, it kind of was a series of events. When you come here to the continent, you can actually see different needs and you can maybe figure out where you can insert yourself. And a lot of members of the diaspora tried to put the cart before the horse because they want to talk about moving to a place, buying land, living in a place, and they have never been there. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with doing things strategically. I for instance, traveled to Ghana for 4 years before moving here. You know, I started traveling in 2016 and I moved down in 2020. So, you know, the more you come, the more you acclimate yourself. Businesses here can take less capital. So, you know, you can probably get something going with a few $1,000s or something like that. But again, you're stabbing in the dark until you at least do that initial step. So my advice for anybody wanting to start business here is come and check out the place first. Okay. And even when you come here, then maybe you can ask around for other people that maybe function in your play, you know, what you're trying to do, you know, whatever. And try to get an idea. You can get what's the local rate for these kind of services, this whole kind of thing. You know, you got to network. So I think you kind of have to put some kind of action behind what you want to do, Lovely. You know, you have ideas, but unless you can bring them to the forefront, and you might come and you might see something that is something, a necessity that is not going to be expensive for you to get in, you know, but again, until you get here, you won't know. So start with the initial step of visiting first, and then go ahead and compound and build on it from there. Okay. What's up, D's Village? What's up, family? Good to see you there. We doing question and answer today. I'm gonna take a few more questions before I wrap up. All right. What's up? What's up, family? Tiger is also suggesting that you check out BomaLink, online networking for African businesses. So thank you, Tiger, for that resource. Yes. What's up, Kira? I see you there. All right, just trying to see any more questions that you guys have. I'm gonna take a couple more questions before I wrap up tonight's question and answers. So big shout outs to all of you that have asked a lot of questions. What's up, family? Michael O says, since you have experience driving Uber, have you thought about buying a vehicle and getting someone to drive you and agree on a payment and income split with the driver? I actually have not, entertained that. It's a good business here. It's a good business. I do have some friends that are operating, basically they buy cars and the local people will drive them, and then they have to give them a certain amount of money every week for using the car. Some people also do like, work to buy programs where it's like this person will gradually pay for the car for you, over some time. Right now it's not something that's on the forefront. I think it's kind of a big liability. It's a big liability, and it's also, you got to have somebody reliable. You got to have somebody safe who's not going to like damage your car, so it's a lot of different moving parts. I would probably be more apt to import and sell cars. That way I don't really have the responsibility of the car. I just bring the car and sell the car and get the capital. But as far as like operating them as taxis and Ubers and all that, it's not something I really am currently interested in. But I mean, it is a good business. I know a lot of people, and they've been able to get started in that business for a couple $1,000s, because you can get the compact cars that they use for Bolt and Uber. I have a friend that actually goes out to Japan and buys cars out there for like $1,000 and ships them into Ghana and then operates them like that. So, there's ways to do it. But for me personally, that's not what I'm looking into right now at the moment. What's up? Skin Deep is here. What's up, family? Ingrid is here. I see you, Mind, Body, and Soul TV. What's up, family? Please make sure you are like, subscribe, and hitting the buttons. Okay? Please. Yeah. All right. Trying to see. Don't want to miss any questions. I probably just answered this. Have you considered starting a business there with Ghanaians, like a transportation business? No. Yeah, I'm not into that. I actually have something that I'm working on that I won't discuss for a while. I want to try it out, but I have something that that's I think it's a brilliant idea, and I'm going to kind of go with that. Like I talked about, transportation for me is a lot of liabilities. And right now I need to make capital. I don't have a lot of capital to be expending on mistakes. And, I mean, you got to think about it. If you're operating cars, if the driver destroys your car, or repairs to the car, all that kind of stuff, it can be very capital intensive. If you have a cushion, let's say you got, okay, I've set aside 10,000 or 20,000 to get my car business rolling, then so be it. But see, I'm in a position, I kind of need to raise capital. So I need something that's going to be profitable with low liability. Okay. So transportation for me is not that option. So maybe in the future I could operate some cars, but it's not something that I have on my forefront at the moment. What's up, Hazel? Tiger asks, do you mostly interact with other Americans there, or do you hang out with Ghanaians? I most of my friends are Ghanaians. I do have a few members of the diaspora, like I talked about, Sankofa Repatriation, Tie Inspire, Lalit, Stacy from Something for the Holidays. But yeah, I actually, I'm in Ghana to be in Ghana. So I believe in being in Ghana. I believe that the Ghanaians are a huge asset. I'm also trying to learn trees. So, I need to be with the Ghanaian people, and that's what I'm into. Furthermore, I'm into the culture, so I have things in common with them. You know, I love the music. I love the food. You know, I'm going to be places where maybe some diasporans are not aware of, or not comfortable in, or maybe not interested in. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I be with the Ghanaian people. I be with the Ghanaian people. My Body Soul TV, you know the answer to this. You know the answer to this, boo. Well, I guess I can't speak for everybody, but yeah. Yeah, my love life is popping. Yeah. Mind, Body, and Soul TV asks, are the African men on the continent checking for us? Yeah. 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 They, you know, yeah. Yeah, the African men, you know, they are, you know, they're ladies men. I mean, they're macho men, they're masculine, they are into women, you know. And a lot of them, they are also willing to pursue you. You know, they'll step up to you, you know, reach out to you, ask you on a date, ask you for your phone number. They can be quite forward, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's been my experience. It's not like how it is in the West. You know, you go out, people don't talk to you, that kind of thing. It's a bit different dynamic here. So, you know, I mean, and I kind of talked about that on a previous video that I did, that you know, within the course of a year, I've currently dated two gentlemen that I really liked, you know, that were very attractive, very eligible, you know, and, you know, I mean, I'm not going to talk about what's happening currently because you're also nosy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Basically, my love life's popping. Thank you. I answered. I answered. Woo, family. Hey. Oh, okay, guys. I think I've answered all the questions. Yay! What's up, Josh Warner? All right, family. Yes. Okay. Are you happy? Are you all happy? What's up, Happy Companion is with us. I see you there, brother. Big shout out to the Afrikan Superstar family. I think I got everybody. I hope I didn't miss any of you. If I did, it was not malicious. I tried to get all the questions. I think I did get them all. So yeah, we did a question and answer. You guys had a lot of questions. I had a lot of answers. So yeah. So I hope you guys, we have 40 of you currently in the chat room. Please make sure that you have hit the like, okay? Hit the like, okay? Please just hit the like. All right? Just hit the like. It's very easy. All right? I know you may not be able to see the like count, but that doesn't mean anything. Let's just be on code, okay? And do what we're supposed to do, okay? All right, so I think I'll take one more question before I wrap up the show tonight. What's up, Scarlett? Thanks for hugs. Oh, that's so sweet. Sweet. Scarlett gave me a question. What's up, man? That's nice. I mean, she gave me a hug. Stacy is telling y'all to check out the Black Lover Stay Single gear on the website. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Let me see. Mr. Hillary is asking, have you embraced traditional Ghanaian cultural rituals, dances, and practices, like Prince Ayoko videos where he shows generational culture? I have been to a couple functions here where I have seen like the traditional dances being done. From the Ashanti tribe, you know, where the king comes from and stuff. They have festivals and stuff in Kumasi. Obviously, here in Accra, it's a city. You know, it's not like it's quite modernized here, so I'm not seeing a lot of that on a regular basis. So in terms of like the traditional cultural stuff, not necessarily. I've watched more programs about it than I've actually seen since I've been here. Now, when I went to Kumasi, they have a museum down there that kind of teaches about the Ashanti history and the Asante Hene, which is the king. I know last week they had a celebration for him because he's been on the golden stool. He's been in power for 22 years, the current king down in Kumasi. So yeah, I mean, I love that stuff. You know, I love that stuff. Especially the kente and all that. I love it. I just think it's so really interesting. But I'm not doing a lot of it right now, to be honest with you. But yeah. Let's see. Tiger is saying, have I been to Cote d'Ivoire? Come on through and holler. Oh, Tiger, yeah, I haven't been to Cote d'Ivoire, but I would like to. Y'all be trying to get me to move around, man. Dang, man. Traveling during COVID is, listen. Traveling during COVID, man. Y'all be trying to have me moving around. All right, family. So I answered all y'all questions tonight. Okay. Those of you guys that will come and watch the playback, you'll be trying to ask me questions in the comments. I don't know if I'll answer them all. Okay. It was kind of for the live stream folks. So big shout outs to all y'all that turned up and turned out. You guys had some really, really great questions, and people that watch this playback, hopefully that will answer some of your questions about me and how my life is here in Ghana and how it's going and all that stuff. Again, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe our channel. We are steadily growing. I'm looking forward to getting back our platform to the level that it was and beyond. Certainly, we will do it. Okay, we will do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay, so thank you guys for your time tonight. Please enjoy your weekends. All right, it's a holiday weekend here in Ghana. We have a holiday on Monday. So, you know, we're going to be turning up. I'm going to be home, though, today. I'm tired. I went out last week. It was a lot. Tired today. So maybe tomorrow. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.